Hello and welcome back. The purpose of this video is to go over our syllabus. So first part of the syllabus just goes over some basic information, including how to contact me. Please take a moment and add my contact information into your cell phone. That way, if for some reason you cannot get into the classroom, you can still reach me. You can text or call me 7 days a week. I ask that you only contact me between, let's say, 8 in the morning and 10 o'clock at night. I am a therapist, so I do keep my cell phone on 24/7. And if you text me at 2 o'clock in the morning, I will get up and check it just in case there's an emergency. So please be mindful of the hour, but I am available 7 days a week. The only time I turn off my phone is during church hours. My email here is my hack account. I do check that regularly, so if you have something that is lengthy, it's probably better to send me an email, although you can send me a text telling me that there's an email, and I will try to check it as quickly as possible. So we have the catalog description. The required text that we're using is Understanding Psychology, and I have a picture of the book here. Learning objectives or outcomes, you can go through and read that. Okay, due dates. I suggest that you print out the next 2 pages. This is really helpful. What I have done is broken the course down, and I let you know everything that is worth points and when it is due. So the first week, due on June 24th, there are 3 things. So you have the first video lecture quiz, you have a chapter quiz, and you have discussion, and I tell you how many points each is worth. And that is important because the way you get credit in this course, or the way you get your grade, is by adding up points. And this course is worth 400 points, so each assignment you complete is worth points, and those points add up, and as you get closer and closer to 400 points, that is how you get an A, and I assume that is your goal. So on July 1st, you will need to have completed these assignments. By the time we get to July 8th, we're going to be moving a little bit faster. So my suggestion to you is to, once you complete, chapter 1, move right on to chapter 2. You do not need to wait until, we get into the 3rd week to start the 3rd chapter. You can move ahead faster. This is just more of a pacing guide, but by the time we get to July 8th, you're going to need to have completed all of this work. So please, pace yourself appropriately. It's the summer, so I know a lot of you have vacations planned, you have other things planned, but my suggestion is to move ahead and move, ahead of the due dates. I am somewhat of a stickler when it comes to due dates, so come July 8th, everything that is due by July 8th will be closed. And that is how we move along. Everything is always due by Sunday at 11:59. The only exception to that, and let me go down here, is the final week. Please note, August 9th is a Thursday. So by August 9th, you need to have the final week's worth of work done. A couple other things I want to point out. There is not a cumulative final. There are not exams. I believe that students learn best by chunking, and by that I mean small assignments. I remember when I was in college and I had exams, and I would cram the night before, and then I would promptly forget everything the next day. So my hope is that you will relax and, learn a little bit of information, show me that you've understood the information, and then we'll move on to the next little bit of information. So there are no exams. It's just little bits of information. So it looks like a lot, but it's chunked. So moving on. Policies. Please get started right away. I need to show that you are actively engaged and participating in this class. It's one of HAC's policies, so please get started right away. One of the questions I get asked often is, how often do I need to sign in and do work? Well, technically, Um, you could get everything done, I guess in a week, although that would be insane. So I would suggest that you sign in at least every week to check the news, to check to see what's going on. There is something due every week. But there isn't a set time that you need to sign in. There isn't a class time. We do not meet on campus at any time. There is not any, this is a very flexible schedule. I assume that you're taking an online class because you want that sort of flexibility. So as far as attendance, I do not monitor, how often you're signing in. I monitor if you're staying on, if you're keeping up with your work and you're getting everything done by the due dates. I monitor how you're doing on the assignments and if you're showing me that you understand what you're doing. As far as academic dishonesty, please do your own work. Please do not copy and paste anything. Makeup work. There should not be any need to do any makeup work because everything will be opened and you will be able to work ahead. So there should not be any emergencies, anytime when you say, oh, I wasn't able to get it done, because things are open, so you should be able to work ahead. So if there is some sort of emergency, if you do have a family emergency, seek me out and we'll discuss that one-on-one. I will talk to you in another video about the difference between chapter quizzes and video lecture quizzes. For class participation, we do have just a few discussions. For the discussions, I ask that you read other students' posts and that you actively participate. Here is how I do the grades, and I already mentioned this briefly, but you earn points. And those points add up, and then it is a straight percentage. So if you earn 360 points, that is the cutoff to earn an A. 320 points to 359, that is a B, and it's a straight percentage. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, and I can explain how I figure that out. But it's a straight percentage. 90% and above is an A. 80 to 89% is a B. If you are in need of any sort of accommodations, let me know. I'll be very happy to work with you. And that is our syllabus. So please take your time, read through it in its entirety. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to let you know. And again, welcome to the class. I'm very excited and happy to be working with you.